of times when people are clearing up their garden, they throw away biological material.
Yeah.
So what you should ideally be doing is storing it in one of these compost makers. So what happens is over time, it'll compost and it'll become something that you can use in the garden.
So it breaks down?
Yeah, it breaks down. It's quite easy. All you do is you basically fill it from the top. This one's brand new, so we haven't used it yet. So you just continue to throw garden scraps and kitchen scraps.
Okay.
And this is basically leaves, mostly leaves. And
so let's empty the whole bag in here.
Let's empty the whole bag.
So when you're done gardening, cleaning up wherever you want.
There we go. You can then add a compost activator, which will get the composting process happening quicker. It breaks down
So it breaks
the material.
down faster.
It makes it happen a lot quicker than if you just leave it. And then you can also add some 232 to the mix once it's broken down a bit. Just adds a little bit more nutrition to it.
So I think when it's like a mulchiness already, so when you say breakdown, what does a typical breakdown material look like?
It basically stops looking like leaves. It starts looking more of a similar color of brown.
Okay.
And it does not have the discernible leaves. At that point, it's still new. So what happens is it breaks down at the bottom of the bin. As you're topping up at the top, the material at the top will be new material. It'll look like leaves. It'll look like what you see around you. At the bottom, it becomes dark.
So then you
thick.
use the spade, and do I need to turn it, or when you say that the material at the top?
You can turn it, but it will compost down. So what happens is you just need to open the flap in the front. So basically, what happens is that will have broken down, and you just pull it out with a spade.
And then I just go in with my spade.
Absolutely.
And then I just take it out.
Take it out and
this
use it.
still needs to be broken down a
Yeah,
lot.
it'll look.
How can I accept for? Do I need to water it? Or?
You can add a bit of moisture to the mix. It'll help to accelerate that, but it is worth getting an activator just to initially
Speed up the process,
and it just happens faster. And then the more you add, the more compost you make. So it's a ongoing cycle. It's a thing where every day you're throwing away food scraps in the kitchen, and you've got in wintertime an enormous amount of leaves that'll be in your garden. Just gather that all up,
and
throw it in the top. Over time, the older material is always going to be at the bottom, so it's ready for you to pull out as you go.
As you need it, okay.
If you've got a bigger garden, or you've got more, for example, a vegetable garden where you'll use a lot more compost, it's worth having a few of these, or having a really big bin.
Yeah, I just want to say, so bigger gardens tend to have a lot more than just the size of this bin. Yeah. So you can either then put it in here and start your mulching process, which is then going to go back into the garden.
Yep.
Or you can also use your leaves and put it around your plants to give extra protection between the cold and the heat when it is in summer.
So it tends to create an insulation layer, like a blanket, so it keeps the roots protected from the cold. It also helps in summertime to prevent evaporation, so your heat does not get all the moisture out of the soil, doesn't dehydrate the soil as quickly, so you use a lot less water from your irrigation system. So all in all, the more organic matter you've got in your garden, the dead leaves are not a bad thing at all. Some people stress about having dead leaves in their beds, but it's nothing better. Just let them fall there. Yeah. And over time they will break down. They'll act as mulch first, and then they'll break down and become compost. With this is more of a concentrated method. It's going to make a dedicated compost mix, and if you've got a vegetable garden, for example, you can have a few of these bins to continuously feed.
Turn it, but this is going to take some time. It's not like a week process.
I think with the accelerator, the little activator, that'll start the process in such a way that you'll have your first sort of batch within about a week or so. It also depends on the climatic conditions. So if it's in the middle of winter, it's going to take longer than if it's in the middle of summer.
Yeah, yeah.
So the composting process is basically the breaking down of that matter into organic material that's reusable.
Yeah.
It breaks it down into...
And then you put whatever you took out of the garden and you put it back into your garden.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic cycle.